That is phony.
37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Man, Barry Sanders don't celebrate.
You have to notify them. I asked several times. He would have asked a couple more times. And he still denied it. And then now he's claiming that he forgot it was in there. So, again, he lied to us about the firearm being there. He says it is his firearm, legally owned, and he says he's allowed to have it. So, got to do a little bit more research to make sure he's legally allowed to have it. But at the very least, he's going to be under arrest for failing to notify us about the firearm. So.
And after he failed to notify, rather than saying, "Oh, my bad, it was a mistake," continued this sort of angry response.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Suspect, at least. And Chad Ayers, you were pointing something out if you were watching this video.
You know, it's one thing to be breaking.
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. Taken in at the 3.
And
he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
I'm now told an off-duty officer's car was just parked there, and these guys just walk in. Crazy. Hey, listen, I know of officers, deputies, troopers whose police cars get broken into, whose homes have been broken into. Unfortunately, it's common across the country. Yeah, and so, but now they have a pretty good look at the two suspects who it sounds like might have fled when they realized something was wrong, which might happen sometimes where they're hoping to go rent, they see someone's home and flee.
What's going to happen here is they'll use probably some investigators, detectives.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And with the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
This guy's getting it. This guy's running a red light in front of us, so we're going to stop this guy.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run with Sanders in the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play. They were coming at him, and boy, did they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
That's in fucking PA.
From the 35 on 2nd down.
That's in Pennsylvania. I expected it.
Chase on the right side complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Yeah.
All right. So they get a pass.
She ran the red light coming from church.
Here's the throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. It's Pitts. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Lynch. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Rodgers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there, turned it all around. Big moment.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. After one, 7-0.
Sorry, fam.
Sports. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they are moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They go up the middle with Lynch. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by the 8-time Pro Bowler, Steve Atwater. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, they matched their opponent's pick-6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers completes it to Watt. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, that's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And in for the Steelers touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Rodgers now on first down. Throw left side complete to Chase. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try the middle with Lynch. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marshawn Lynch with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Up the middle, it's Lynch. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there or the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Rodgers to throw. Man open left side is Brown. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Allen's got it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. What a...